everyone, we're entering a new year, so it's time for me to set some sewing goals for 2019. And if you watched my videos before, you know that I'm pretty fond of making sewing goals because I do find it quite encouraging and challenging to try out new things. So I have 5 things that I set for myself this year that I want to do, and that's what we're going to talk about today. And the first goal I'm going to show with you today is related to fitting, because I feel it's time for me to step up my fitting game one more notch. And I have one issue in particular that I am thinking about and want to discover how I can fix it. And I would love to know if you have any suggestions to this topic as well, because what I've noticed is that sometimes the necklines, especially if they're quite tight like this blouse, they tend to ride a bit backwards and thus feels like a little bit of a strangling feeling towards the base of my neck. And I suspect it has something to do with sloping shoulder, sloping back, probably the result of me sitting in front of a computer for decades. It could be age-related, I don't know. But what I'm going to do is to find out different ways you can solve this, and I'm going to consult my trusty book, Fit for Real People, which I love to talk about because it's so good. Link, of course, will be in the description section. And in there, they actually have several different ideas on how to fix this problem. So I'm going to try those out and report back. Hopefully, it's a pretty easy fix. I suspect it has something to do with how the shoulder placement is drawn here. So I probably need to do some adjustment for that. And if you have had similar experience, I'd love to know how you managed to solve this, because it's not really fun when you're sort of feeling that the neckline is creeping backwards, because that feels not very nice feeling. So that's my goal number 1, stepping up my fitting game. And my second goal is to make more jeans. Now, if you follow me along my various channels, including Instagram and my blog and on YouTube, you probably heard me complain about my sewing burnout because I was making 2 pair of jeans at the same time, which absolutely made me so exhausted and I had problems finishing them. So why am I making more jeans in 2019? Well, I do feel that I have more to give, and I'm really happy with the result of the jeans, and I now feel that I'm at a level where I can pull, it's very close to the vision that I want to make is the end result. So what I'm hoping to do with this is to explore the jeans making techniques even more and also try out different styles. So I'm thinking about doing a pair of skinny jeans and also a pair of straight jeans employing the selvage. So I needed to do some construction changes so I can use some decorative selvage on the edges and see if I can find some really nice denim for that. If you have any sources for great denim with beautiful selvage, please share in the comment section. So that is what I'm trying to do. I will definitely not make 2 pair of jeans at the same time, so I'll definitely spread the projects out, and if I only manage to make 1 pair, well, I'm more than happy about that as well. I just feel that jeans is something that I love wearing, and apart from the fact that I don't like to make it 2 pair of jeans at the same time, it's also a process I really enjoy. So there will probably be more jeans in 2019. And my third goal is probably a constant goal, and that is so more from the stash. I'm sure some of you can relate. I always try to do that, but then I somehow, I don't know how, end up in various fabric stores, and then I buy more fabrics. And then my limited storage is getting quite crammed, and I'm in that situation again now. I bought a lot of fabrics, for bookmakings. I need a lot of fabrics for that, so it has been expanding. It feels a little bit going out of control. So the goal for 2019 is to sew primarily from the stash. Now, I am not the sort of person that would say no shopping for fabrics or anything like that, but I definitely want to be mindful of my spending. So I'm definitely going to prioritize the fabrics that I do have in my stash. And when I talked about the denim fabrics, I don't have those, so I'm going to buy obviously some fabrics in 2019. But if I would say set a percentage number, I'm aiming around 80% from stash and 20% purchase fabrics. Will I be able to keep that? I have no idea, but I will report back when I do a goal progress report, as I usually do during the year, so we see how that goal is progressing. It's definitely a challenge, I will not lie, because I do like some fabric shopping, but I have also some really beautiful fabrics in the stash that really deserves to be made up into some garments. And the fourth goal is to make the perfect fitting pair of knickers or panties, or I think there's several different words for that in English, but you know what I mean, underwear basically. And I do buy most of my underwear ready to wear right now, but I'll be doing some lingerie techniques for my upcoming cover stitch book, and I realized how much I enjoy making underwear, so I figured it's probably time to revisit that. And first of all, draft a pattern for a pair of panties that really fits me perfectly, with the cut from the leg opening to how the waist fits and all the design details such as stretch lace and folder elastic. I will try out different techniques and see which one I like the most. And of course, it's a really great way to use scraps, because I do have quite a lot of small scraps now from various stretchy fabrics, so I definitely think I can put them into use and making more panties in 2019. And my fifth goal is to make more easy things. Now, I've set pretty ambitious goals in the last few years, and while I do love stretching my skills and trying out new challenges, I definitely feel that 2019 needs to be a year of less ambitious projects. And that is based on the fact that for the last few months of 2018, I've been doing a lot of knit tops and trousers, just really quick makes, and I've just been reminded of how gratifying it can be to stitch those quick things that you can whip up in an evening. Compare that to, say, sewing a pair of jeans or making a tailored jacket, which can stretch on for a long time before I'm actually finished. So definitely feel that I should prioritize those projects in 2019. Easy gratification, it's nothing wrong with that, and I do feel that I'm confident enough in my sewing skills, so I don't really need to start doing more ambitious projects over and over again. I definitely feel that 2019 needs to be a year of rest and recovery from my sewing, because I definitely really worked hard on improving my skills in the last few years. So I feel now that it would be nice to have a more relaxing sewing year. So I'm definitely going to focus on those easy projects, and if I change my mind, of course, then I will do more ambitious stuff. But for now, I feel that this decision really sits well with me. So that's definitely something I'm going to focus on during 2019. So these were 5 of my sewing goals. I'm really curious, have you any plans for 2019? Some dream projects or some new challenges you want to try? Please share in the comment section. And I really wish that you have a great, satisfying sewing 2019, and keep me updated on your projects and progress. Have a great time, and if you haven't already, please subscribe for weekly sewing videos. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!